All right, let's talk about laminate flooring. It's everywhere, right? It's stylish, super popular, and it's completely changed the game for so many homes. But here's the thing. Its greatest strength can also be its biggest downfall. So today, we're going to get into exactly where you should never install it.
And you can totally see why it's so popular. I mean, you get this gorgeous high-end wood look that makes any room feel more expensive, but you're not paying that high-end price. For anyone trying to balance style with a budget, it seems like the perfect answer.
Well, it turns out, a lot. That beautiful floor you just installed can turn into a warped, bubbling mess, a total nightmare, if you don't pay attention to one simple rule. Laminate flooring is not for everywhere, and making that mistake, it can cost you big time.
To help us out, we're going to lean on the hard-earned wisdom of a seasoned flooring installer, James Miller. And trust me, this guy has seen it all. This quote right here really paints a picture. This isn't just about a small oops. You could end up wrecking your entire investment.
So, what's the first major no-go zone? Let's get right to it. It's water. Moisture, hands down, is the #1 enemy of laminate flooring. It's the biggest threat, period.
So this means any room that regularly deals with water, steam, or just high humidity is completely off limits. We're talking bathrooms, with all that steam from the shower, laundry rooms, where a small leak can be catastrophic, and definitely basements, which are notorious for moisture issues seeping up from the ground.
And I love this quote because it explains why perfectly. Here's the deal. Laminate is water-resistant on the top layer, but it is not waterproof. As soon as water finds a way into those little seams, it hits the core material, which is basically a wood fiber board that acts like a giant sponge. It just soaks it all up, swells, and warps. And once that happens, the damage is done. There's no going back.
So the takeaway here is pretty simple. You have to pick the right material for the room. For those wet areas, like bathrooms and laundry rooms, something like tile or luxury vinyl plank, LVP, is a fantastic, worry-free choice. And for basements, you really need to look for options that are specifically engineered to be waterproof. Now, that same issue with moisture leads us right into our second no-go zone. And this one is an absolute. We're talking about the great outdoors. Simply put, laminate flooring is for inside the house. That's it.
You know, it might be tempting. You've got this beautiful floor inside and you think, hey, why not extend it out to the patio or the balcony? Our expert says, just don't even think about it. Not even on a covered porch. It's just not built to handle Mother Nature.
What a visual, right? A roller coaster trek. That's not an exaggeration. That is literally what can happen when rain, humidity, and all those temperature changes get a hold of it. The boards buckle and twist and create this wavy, warped surface that's not just ugly, it's actually dangerous to walk on.
So again, it all comes down to using materials that were actually made for the job. Things like composite decking or porcelain tiles, they're built to take a beating from the weather. You can even find outdoor-rated vinyl planks now that give you that wood look without turning your beautiful porch into a funhouse.
Okay, so we know it can't handle the elements. But what about just people? Well, while laminate is definitely tough enough for a busy family, it is not engineered to handle the nonstop punishment of a commercial space. Just think about places with constant, heavy foot traffic. You know, restaurants, busy office hallways with chairs rolling back and forth all day, or even a home gym or workshop. It's just too much. That top wear layer, it's going to get scratched, chipped, and just completely worn down way faster than you'd ever expect.
And this quote right here, it just drives the point home. A war zone. That's such a powerful way to describe what happens when you ask a material to do something it wasn't designed for. Residential-grade laminate just can't compete in a commercial-level fight.
For these kinds of spaces, you have to upgrade to the heavy-duty stuff. You need to be looking at commercial-grade materials, like specialized vinyl or tile that are literally engineered to take that kind of abuse day in and day out.
Okay, our next two enemies are a little bit sneakier. They aren't going to cause a huge, dramatic failure overnight like a flood will. Instead, they just quietly cause damage over time. And we're talking about sunlight and heat.
So here's how it breaks down. On one side, you have direct sunlight. Those UV rays basically act like bleach, just slowly fading the color out of your floorboards, especially in those patches right in front of a big sunny window. And then on the other side, you have extreme temperature swings, like near a fireplace or a heating vent. This makes the boards physically expand and contract, which leads to buckling or these really ugly gaps between the planks.
I just love this phrase from the installer, a frenemy, because it feels so harmless, right? It's just some sunshine, but day after day, it's slowly but surely doing a number on your floors.
So what can you do about it?
Well, for those really sunny rooms, materials like tile are a much safer bet. Or, at the very least, you need to be using UV-blocking blinds or curtains. And for areas near heat sources, stone or tile are perfect. But if you absolutely have to use laminate, making sure your installer leaves the proper expansion gaps around the edges is not just a suggestion, it's critical.
And that brings us to our final point. And honestly, this might be the most important one of all. It's the foundation. Installers cannot stress this enough. Laminate flooring is a floating floor, which means it is completely, 100% unforgiving if you have a bad subfloor underneath. Before you even think about laying down a single plank, your subfloor has to pass this 4-point check. It has got to be level, smooth, sturdy, and dry. If there are bumps or dips or soft spots, the locking system that holds the planks together gets put under a ton of stress, and that leads to creaking, popping sounds, gaps opening up, and eventually the whole floor just fails. Skipping this prep work is just asking for a disaster.
So, to wrap this all up, here they are, laminate's 5 biggest enemies. You've got to keep it away from moisture and humidity. Protect it from direct sun and big temperature swings. Never, ever use it in a high-traffic commercial space. And always, always make sure your subfloor is perfect.
And that is the perfect final piece of wisdom from our installer. Look, laminate can be a fantastic, durable, and absolutely beautiful choice for your home. But it can only win the fight if you put it on the right battlefield. So the question I'll leave you with is this. Is the room you're thinking of a friendly field for laminate? Or is it a battleground it's destined to lose?